What was that? Was it a dream of yours to become pro, or did it just kind of happen? What was that like? Can you tell them a little bit about how that happened?
Yeah, no, every kid's dream is become a soccer player. Even playing a national team is even a bigger dream. But I started having fun, try to enjoy the game, and since then, since I recognized that maybe it can be my work, or I said I have to keep going, and this is what I'm doing.
Was there anything else you ever wanted to do? Like, did you want to be an architect or something?
No, this was my dream, and I follow the dream. So.
Now, as you said, you represented Italy internationally, starting in I think 2003 through 2015. I think so. More than 10 years. So you have a lot of caps for playing internationally. What's that like to represent your country like that?
Oh, it's amazing. I think it's one of the best things that a soccer player can have. Play for your national team. Unfortunately, I just played 4 years because then I moved to Toronto and I lost the national team when I came here. But that's part of the career of a player. Made the right choice in the right moment. It's part of the life also. So.
Now, can you tell us about when you coming to Canada and then the decision that you made to come play soccer or football in a country where the sport is just kind of in its infancy, it's just kind of growing, it's not as popular as it is in Italy. So tell us about that decision to come play here.
I knew that the movement of soccer here in America, Canada was changed. Of course, I made this choice also about the big contract that I had. But it's also like I was a little bit tired of the kind of pressure that I had in Italy, that I decided that Canada was a good choice for family. My daughter born here, so my son is still going to the school here in Toronto. So at the end, I made the right choice.
What was your impressions of Canada before you came here? Did you know much about the country before you came?
I have to be honest, no. I knew that it was very cold. But then I realized that it's one of the best countries, so I'm happy that I made this choice.
Was it as cold as you thought it was going to be?
Actually, it was really cold because I remember that I came in February 2015, it was minus 30.
That's a real introduction to Canada. Congratulations, you're Canadian. Now, what about the city of Toronto now? A lot of people in Canada have opinions about Toronto, but you're sort of new to the country. So can you tell us about Toronto, about living there, about some of your favorite places in Toronto?
Yes, I mean it's changed a lot now since I came. But Toronto is it's a Canadian city, but looks like being American. I feel, I don't know, but it's nice city. A lot of Italian like here, so it was pretty easy adapt the lifestyle. So it was good.
And you've decided to sort of stay in Canada now that you sort of stepped back from playing professionally.
Yes. Like I say, I had my son is 11 years old, my daughter 8. They go to the school year, so we decide that it's better to finish the school year and then we'll see.
And I understand as well, Seba, that you started a youth soccer program in Toronto. Can you tell the people about that?
Yes, I have an academy, Juventus Toronto Academy. We are collaborating with Juve. we go there every 3-4 months with the coach to teach, let's say not me, but to teach them how to approach to the kids, how to talk, how to teach the game. So we're decent, let's say.
How big is the program? How many players?
About 500 kids.
Wow.
Wow, that's quite an accomplishment. That's a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Do you ever think that maybe you might step behind the bench as a coach or a manager or anything like that someday?
No, coach, no.
That's the short answer. No.
It's not my character.
No, it's not your character?
No.
Well,
I
let me ask you this.
I don't have patience, especially with kids. If I would be coach, I would be a professional team, but it's not my idea now. I'm more in maybe scouting, working for scouting and choose the right player, the right position. And, yeah.
Oh, interesting. Now, often, soccer, football, and fashion kind of go hand in hand, and I understand you have quite a bit of a shoe collection, or you have a, yeah? Can you maybe share a little bit of your secret shoe collection?
No, I like the shoes. I'm sick for the shoes, and I have a lot of shoes. And
what does a lot say about it?
I don't know. It depends. For me, a lot is a lot.
Okay, so one last question before we let you go. Now, there are a lot of parents in the audience tonight who whose children are on the pitch or playing soccer. As if you could offer any advice to parents that they could help their young players improve their game, is there any sort of advice that you could offer to parents about how they can encourage their children or how they could help them improve?
I don't know. Yeah, I can say what I have with my son. I'm very hard, and it's sometimes very difficult to approach to them because the new generation is completely different from my generation. Even for old parents, is even different. So this new generation has a lot of distraction, phone, iPad, game, whatever, PlayStation, things that I didn't have at that time. So my only priority was play soccer. This is the only things that I had. The things that I say to my son is whatever you do 100%, no matter what. Like soccer can be soccer, basketball, or whatever, tennis. But you have
your own.
Yeah, you have to do the things with passion. That's it.
Excellent. Would you be willing to take some questions from people? Would you be okay with that? Yeah. Would anyone have a question for Seba? I can bring the mic. I can do the Phil Donahue thing. I'll run down there with the mic if anyone has any question. Perhaps they'd like to ask Seba. Anyone? Hands? Oh, there we go.
Not too many, yeah.
We'll keep it short, Seba. We'll keep it short. You?
Thank you. What was the biggest surprise or change in the game in Canada compared to Italy? When you came, what was the thing that stood out that it was different when you came here?
So I think compared to Italy is slow game. The problem here that I noticed that the player, especially here, they don't think fast. I think soccer is about no matter what. If you are slow, small, doesn't matter. Like you have to think fast. That's I think is one of the difficult things to teach to the kids.
Anyone else got a question? No? I feel like Phil Donahue. Here we go.
Yes, what do you think is the problem with our national team, the Italian national team?
It's hard to say. I don't know. I'm not involved anymore with the national team. I think the things that I can say is that look like Spain, example. No, they have they follow the teams like since there was kids they play in a certain way. They don't change for anything, any coach. In Italy, every coach has his own type of game, their own player. National team they change 4 or 5 players every game. So how you can build a team when you change 6, 7 players every game? It's impossible.
So you think that the problem is our coaching and who select
The system, I think.
So something wrong with the system.
System not in the game, system of how you build a player.
So how you build the team. And the selecting of the team, is the coach involved in selecting the team or the management of Italian national soccer team is involved?
No, of course the coach has to select the team, but you have to have a 30, 40 player that you can bring for 10, 15 years. And then 1, 2, you can start to put it on the team. But I think this is one of the biggest problems we have in Italy. We change 7 players every game, and you can build a team like that.
Okay, we got one more question over here. Seba, over here.
What was your favorite memory when you played with TFC? My favorite memory is when you guys won the playoff championship, and I remember you did for one of the goals. Same time when the Blue Jays were doing really well, Toronto was really hopping at that time. What was your favorite TFC memory?
I think 2017 was amazing. Fortunately, I had 4 years here in Toronto. That was amazing, great time, and yes, I think 2017 year was special.
Excellent. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Sebastian Giovinco.